I get asked all the time what separates me from all the other counselors out there, and why am I seeing the success that I'm having compared to a lot of other counselors that are out there. And I think it comes down to a couple things. It comes down to my process, comes down to how we handle things in the sessions, and it also comes down to solution focused and asking our clients what their best hopes are. When our clients come in, they've all got problems. They've all got issues they want to talk about, but it's how we turn those conversations into positive thoughts. In a different episode, I talk about why every client that I have walks out feeling better than when they walked in. It's because we talk about hope. We talk about what things look like. We talk about what the solution is to the issue and to the problem. I'm not ignoring the problem. Everybody thinks solution focused ignores a lot of things, and it doesn't. I'm going to tell you right now, it's just a different way of thinking, and it's creating positive hope. It's creating a positive outcome, and it is giving the clients the opportunity to see that there is a better side of things. As a counselor, I tell my clients all the time in my first session when they walk in, I say, I call bullshit when I hear bullshit. And what I mean by that is that, I had a client the other day that we were talking about some infidelity, and he says, well, I don't know why I cheated. And I looked at him, I said, bullshit, you know damn well why you cheated. Now, let's skip over that, and figure out, why you cheated. Yes, we need to figure that out, but let's figure out how moving forward is going to make you a better person and a better relationship. And that's the difference between what we do. We have real conversations. We have hard conversations, and we talk about best hopes. What are your best hopes from coming in today? What does that look like? What does that mean to you? What is that going to mean to other people? What's the first thing they're going to notice when they see the change in you? And those are the things that are different from my process. I have a lot of people tell me that I'm straightforward, and I absolutely am. And I think you can hear it in this video right now. I tell people all the time, I'm not for everybody, but those that do come to me, man, they see success. Why do they see the success? Because I put the work in just as much as they do. And I'm going to meet you where you're at. You want to get going after it? Man, we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to get after it. And that's why I love working with CEOs, vice presidents. I work with doctors. I work with lawyers. I work with some of the smartest individuals and most educated people in the world. But at the end of the day, they're just like you and me, and they got issues, and we figure it out. Not only that, I love working with people that start businesses because, again, they're willing to put the work in, they're willing to do something, they're willing to put the change in, and they want to get it done, and they want to get it done quickly and move on. Somebody who is having problems and seeing other therapists, they come to me and say, man, your process is different than everybody else I've been to. And I said, why? And they go through and they talk about the different things that happen with them in their counseling sessions and everything else. And I say, well, are we coming back? And they say, absolutely. And, and then we talk about it in a couple of weeks. They're like, man, I feel so much better. And I said, that's great. That's fantastic. Isn't that the goal? Is to get you out of here? And they say, I saw my counselor for 2 years before I came to see you, and I'm seeing you in 8 sessions. And I can't, and them, it took 2 years. I can't answer what they were talking about or what kind of questions they were. But, at the end of the day, my process is simple. Let's figure out what your best hopes are and how we can get you there and what it looks like and what's going to be the best thing, and so that you can be the best version of yourself. And whether it's an individual, whether it's a couple, whether it's a family, you guys are all coming in because you have a goal and you have a goal in mind. And what does that goal look like? I want my family to communicate better. Great. What does that look like? What does that mean to you? What is it going to do to benefit your family when that happens? And, we talk about through the family in the sessions through that. And, we don't need a year to do that because you already know what you want. I got clients coming in all the time and they're like, I got anxiety. I just want to get rid of this anxiety. Great. Do you remember the last time you didn't have anxiety? Yeah. What does it look like? What did it mean to you not to have anxiety? What happened when you didn't have it? What's it going to look like when you don't have it? And they look at me and they go, what do you mean? And I said, well, you're going to get out of here one day and you're not going to have anxiety, or you're going to be able to have coping skills to deal with it. And you're going to be able to go through life and understand how to process this anxiety. And they go, shit, I never thought about it like that. And yeah, that's the difference in my process is we're going to ask the hard questions, and we're going to figure out what you truly want. And we're going to ask, like I said, we're going to ask what your best hopes are and why you're coming in and what it's going to look like and what the new version of you is going to be. And I talk about it in another podcast, but change is hard. But if you're willing to put the work in, I can tell you it's going to be so rewarding. That's a little bit about myself. It's a little bit about my process. Like I said, I'm not for everybody, but those that I am for, it's going to be a fun ride, and you are going to make some fantastic changes. Those high-achieving individuals are going to put the work in, and they're going to know what it feels like to come out and see how much work they've put in. Those power couples that come see me that need to get dialed in and understand what communication looks like and feels like and what intimacy needs to be, Absolutely, we are going to get it dialed in. You got a husband that's a little kinky and you want to understand if it's right or wrong, we're going to talk about it. We're going to make sure everything looks good, because my process is to make everybody feel loved, comfortable, and to give everybody hope that everything is going to be okay, because you know why? It is. Till next time, like I said, make sure you like the video below. Click on the subscribe button, because I'd love to have you part of the family so you can see the next videos that are coming out. I'm trying to create as much content as I can to educate everybody out there and let them know that counseling is good and mental health is good, and men can't be afraid to come out and talk about it, because you know why? We need a little help too. We need a little love too from time to time. Again, guys, my process is a little bit different. If you're willing to put the work in the challenge, I'd love to talk to you. Day or night, 24/7, my phone is on, and I work with clients all over the world. So don't be bashful, don't be shy. I understand the cultural distance, time frames. Would love the opportunity to work with you. Till next time.